Yep. I don't know how long I've got, so my goal is just to kind of get as much... I wonder what Prime Pharaonic was doing with this book. Oh. From the library of the University of Five Churches, the Hungarians called it the Pex. That's where Pharaonic is from. Doctor of Theology, George of Gran. A friend of his? Hello. Ah, the Speculum Astronomae. Albertus Magnus' defense of astrology. Yeah. Bastarda script. Burgundian. Flemish. Not from here and not recently. Oh, wow. That's definitely Pharaonic's handwriting between the lines and the margin, and in the margins. Yeah, is he notating the text for his own personal use? In any case, it's a thorough commentary. What's this? It looks scribbled, not like Pharaonic to be so sloppy, and didn't even blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, all astrological symbols. What's written below? Maybe I should have learned Greek at some point. I can't make any sense of this. Wait, the Volvel I found also has Greek letters on it. They must be connected, but how? The outer ring of the Volvel is marked with alchemical symbols, but this cipher has astrological symbols. The book I found in the library associated each astrological symbol with one of the 4 elements. Okay. I just need to make those associations on the Volvel. I should be able to solve this cipher. Okay, so we go back. Hopefully I don't have to remember what those are, because I will have forgotten. So now we grab this. Now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel, Pharaonic's note should be easy to decipher. Right, so this one is air, and it's omega, so that's H. Then we have Earth with sigma. Then we have fire with beta. Then we have water with chi. That one's fire again and gamma. Okay, that's not how I thought that one was going to go. Omega again. Earth. Eta? Oh, I can't remember. Off the top of my head. Earth again. Xi. And finally we get water. Hi, Gerhard. Gerhard, as in the late brother Gerhard? Yes. Yes, it can't be a coincidence. Hi, Gerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? Hic iact iaket. Here lies Gerhard. I would have used Gerhardus, personally, but... Gerhard's grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. I should ask the abbot for permission to exhume the grave as soon as possible. Oh, no, we don't have time for this now. Oh, I think I messed up because I could have done things like this in the other times when I was eating, when I needed to eat and sleep, because the game was like, oh, go and eat and sleep. So I thought that's what I had to do. I'm not going to be able to get to the abbot. That's so annoying. No, into the church. That's so annoying, because that's probably where the weapon is as well, isn't it? This is the annoying thing with blind games, is now I've figured out that what I need to do. Abbot Dietrich. Now I've kind of figured out what I needed to do. Ugh. Okay, so I can't even just find the one for Gerhard anyway. Yeah. So I can't do anything on my own with this one. Right, fine. That's annoying. Let's go back to bothering him. Bothering Pharaonic. Actually, no, or was he in the cemetery then? Ah, there he is. Brother Gerhard's grave was disturbed recently. Pharaonic must have buried something here. I need to dig up this grave if I want to know what he was up to. So it held my hand. Perhaps Brother Volkbert. I should, but... perhaps... Okay. But I don't know where these people are, is the problem. I'd love it if this had like a little note saying where people probably were. The thing is, I want to get as much done as possible before eating. Now that I've realised that that's kind of what I should have been doing. Right, we'll go and talk to Ferenic. I suspect that's where the kind of weapon would be. That just makes sense. Andreas, may I help you with anything? I found a strange note in your fireplace. It was written in an unusually fine hand. I found others around Tassing with the same hand that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. What were you doing in my home? Aren't we jumpy today? Is there some reason you don't want me in your home, Prior Ferenic? Any secrets you'd rather stay hidden? Any person of manners knows better than to go snooping through others' things. I have nothing to hide. Then why burn the note? What was left was difficult to read, but I could make out the red bird, Matins. It was a strange little thing I found on my desk after waking up for Matins. It meant nothing to me, so I put it in the fire. Do you know who might have put it there, then? Surely it's just a loose scrap. The hand was handsome, you're correct. Unlike anything penned by the brothers in the scriptorium, to be certain. How unsettling. Do you remember what the note said? No, only that I found the contents nonsensical and disturbing. The remaining legible part read, "The Red Bird." You don't know what that could be? Scrap from some bestiary? I couldn't say. My eyes watch the heavens, not the trees. Although we do not see many red birds at this altitude. The common robin, perhaps? Or a swallow? But that doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it was nonsense. I know German isn't your mother tongue, but I don't believe for a moment you don't know Redbird is Rothvogel. Ooh, enough. It was trash, nothing more, and I have naught else to say about it. One more thing. Who has access to your home? Everyone at this abbey, but what does it matter? It was just a scrap of paper. I found a similar note in the Baron's effects while Brother Florian was performing his initial examination. But the abbey ordered you away from the abbey. Andreas, your cavalier attitude towards Father Genot's commands. Don't you find the coincidence strange? No, we operate a scriptorium, Master Mahler. We house perhaps the largest library in Bavaria. We're awash in parchment scraps. They multiply like silverfish between the pages of our books. Are you satisfied now? I suppose that will have to do. Thank you. Excellent. Are we done here? A few more questions, if you don't mind. Be quick about it. Came across an interesting letter from you addressed to the late Baron Rothvogel. What? Where did you get that? Lorenz's manservant, Miklaus. He thought it might shed light on who killed the Baron. It's not as it looks. He meant to coerce me into performing a ritual to help him with a condition. But I refused, as the letter makes abundantly clear. What led him to believe he could come to you with this request? He was a Rhenish nobleman and a friend to the Prince Bishop. You're an ordinary monk from Hungary. What could you have possibly had in common? Books. I am the prior of the Kiersau Scriptorium, one of the few of its kind left in Christendom. Modest though the abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls, certainly not all in the same place. For men of certain academic interests, it is perhaps the only place we may meet and discuss them. Are you a witch, Prior Ferenic? No. I'm a scholar and a man of God. How dare you imply otherwise? The Baron's interest was more than academic. When he wished to make it practical, I refused. There is nothing more to it. The Inquisition is not kind to practitioners of witchcraft. Lorenz could have gotten you killed. I did not kill Baron Rothvogel. And I do not care if you believe me. It is simply a fact, which the Archdeacon will surely realise. Now is that all? I have duties I really should attend to. I will leave you in peace. Be well, Prior Ferenic. Be well, Master Mahler. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed that the game has kind of pushed me towards the very, oh, you need to go and eat, you need to go and sleep. When actually, it's better to kind of explore and talk and find bits of information and stuff. No, said that. No. Where's Volkbert? I mean, Otto's down... No, you're not. You're Lucas. You're a different person. Oh, no, you're a different... Hello! I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't let you down there. Father Gernot doesn't want anyone talking to Brother Piero before the Archdeacon arrives. Just a few minutes? I really shouldn't. Oh. Okay, so I've not done enough. I'm sorry, I can't. I understand. I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'll leave it alone. God bless you, Andreas. Okay, so I don't mind that because that's impacted by my decisions. Whereas this feels a bit more like, oh, I can talk to him, but it'll probably be like tomorrow, which I don't have the time for. Andreas, I trust you are abiding my command to leave Piero and the rest of the monastics in peace. Is in a difficult position. He hasn't been at the abbey long, and he's young. Okay, the elder monks don't respect him. A friend of the prince bishop murdered on the roof of his abbey. Doesn't look good. If I represent a threat to the abbot's on authority, he could expel me from the abbey, masterwork or not. I could lie saying no. Then I may never discover who really killed Lorenz, and Piero will die for it. I should be careful not to alienate Gernot before the Archdeacon arrives. Have you made any progress in finding the Baron's true murderer? I am satisfied I have the Baron's killer well in hand. And if I'm not mistaken, truth is for the Archdeacon to uncover. Not a journeyman artist who is not even a part of this community. There is more at stake here than you understand, Andreas. Given that I'm not the Lord and don't have perfect understanding of all things, of course that's the case. So maybe, but I can't in good conscience then, yeah. What is at stake here, exactly? Aside from an innocent man's life, of course. There are few extant double monasteries with working scriptoriums any longer. They're costly to operate, and the church does not approve of them. Baron Rothvergel was a friend of the Prince Bishop, and if the Prince Bishop was so inclined, he could order the abbey closed and our community disbanded. A community of which you are not a member, and so whose precarity you can't understand. I thought you were a clever man, Andreas. Your ignorance disappoints me. Yeah. I do not wish to disappoint you, Father Gernot, but neither do I wish for an innocent man to die based on circumstance alone, which is why I've come to you with a request. And? No. I have reason to believe there is something hidden in Ferenc is Gernot's assistant, so we don't want to work. Yeah. The brothers chose Gernot over Ferenc because they didn't find Ferenc trustworthy. Gernot might not either. But suggesting Ferenc might have killed Lorenz might anger the abbot if the two are close. I could keep Ferenc's name out of it entirely, but then my reasoning would sound rather vague. I have reason to believe there's something hidden. I'm not going to mention him. In Brother Gerhardt's grave, and I'd like to dig it up. What does that have to do with the death of Baron Rothvergel? I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there. Baron Rothvergel was stabbed. We know the murder weapon used to kill him. Brother Piero was found holding it. Have you been paying attention? Like, your own people said it was a blow to the head. The Baron's stab wound was self-inflicted. He was killed by a blow to the head. How do you know this? I recall telling you to stay off Abbey grounds after the body was discovered. It's been like 2 or 3 days. It's been 2 days. Yeah, Florian let me watch his investigation of Loren's moves against the abbot's wishes. Be ungrateful of me to reveal his disobedience to the abbot. Yes. But what we learned might help convince the abbot that Piero couldn't have killed Lorenz. It's evident to anyone who gives Baron Rothvergel's body more than a cursory examination. Are you suggesting I didn't give the murder of Baron Rothvergel my due attention? You seem to think I don't care who killed the Baron or whether Piero is the one who did it. I do. You clearly don't! But I have a role to play here, and I can't be seen to undermine the authority of the Archdeacon in stepping outside of it. Do you take me for a fool? I will not let you exhume Brother Gerhardt's body on a hunch. Yeah, what does it matter? He's nothing more than bones now. I'm sure he won't mind. Okay, that's not helpful. He was the brother of the Sabbath and should be left in peace. Just as I would like to be. Leave now and do not pester me about this again. That's... Yeah. Yeah, I'm not... There's part of this I like, but it's the fact that the game has kind of pushed to go, oh, you need to go and eat, you need to go and sleep. And now it's like, oh, actually, this was a bad thing because you need to go and talk to people. This bloodstain's awful. It must have been left by the Baron before he died. But how? Is there anyone here I can grab? No, okay. There's no one here, I don't think. I think we've already had a look. Yeah. I now have to try and work out what I'm doing. And I need to find someone who can dig that up. And I don't know if there's anyone around who can dig it up. And I think, because I think that's kind of what annoys me, is this... We need to sort... Yeah, I need to try and find people. So there's no one here. It was Brother... Was it Brother Volkbert? That's to the dormitory. And we knew... No, we've already looked in there and he's not there. You go up to the tower, which we've not done before. No, that looks like a puzzling that's going to happen at some point. We could go down to the crypt. Oh no, I've already been down to the crypt because I was looking for Gerhard. There's the cloister. Aquarium. That just goes through to the cloister. Okay. Might just have to go and grab Otto. But he might be like, oh, I'm not going to do it now. The shrine? Yeah, there's no one here. Yeah, and as soon as I eat, I'm going to be in front of the Archdeacon. Prioress's house. Is the Prioress's mother Cecilia here?